Welcome back, everybody. In this update, we'll be taking a nice look as a live stream of the severe weather outbreak currently undergoing. This has been a extreme, severe weather outbreak with even quite a few tornado warnings. I say today already been probably a little bit more active, and definitely the enhanced risk of severe weather has proven definitely in the Northeast much more surprising than what I figured. I knew we were going to have severe weather, but there was some hints that this could be a bust today, but clearly it has not bust. We have multiple damage reports coming out of the Pittsburgh area, Ohio area. This is a massive wind event, too. Alright, so this is that radar, and clearly, let's go into Epic Pen. We're gonna have to bow this out. We're gonna have to look at the severe thunderstorm warning. It's 80-mile-an-hour winds, so very impressive wind field on this. Just 1 second. Alright. So I hope that helps with the voice, because I realized my cloth that goes over it was not on. But this is that. Okay, wow. So they did extend severe thunderstorm warnings, and clearly, wow, they did a lot here in just the last few minutes. Wow. Okay, so let's take Epic Pen. Okay, so this is a severe thunderstorm warning. That just went through Pittsburgh for 80-mile-an-hour winds. They just extended that severe thunderstorm warning. Another severe thunderstorm warning for 80-mile-an-hour wind gusts, you guys. This ain't no 60 or 70. It's 80-mile-an-hour straight on winds, and I believe it because there has been multiple power outages, multiple trees, poles, power lines, houses damaged out of this area. This is a destructive severe thunderstorm warning once again for the PA area. If you guys are in Indiana, Brush Valley, Greenberg back here is in the path, and we also have a tornado warning just to the west of Pittsburgh. East to Pittsburgh. So that's a tornado warning. Radar indicated. It's going to be hard to tell if there is an actual tornado warning going on because it is such fast moving. Okay. So clearly here, it's very hard to tell with that, but clearly we got straight line ones. This right here just shows you we got straight line. And look at that bow and echo. This is perfect down the road. This is what I wouldn't call it the ratio, but this is kind of a mini derecho going on in western Pennsylvania. These move over 60 miles an hour in just like 10 minutes. They're very, very fast moving. A lot of destruction out of these. We're looking at, wow, look at that. This is that latest radar view. And we also have severe thunderstorm warnings for some thunderstorms up here that has developed out ahead of it. These are severe warned with probably 60, 70 mile an hour winds with quarter size plus hail. They just took out a severe thunderstorm that just expired for over here. We still got severe thunderstorm watches. This severe thunderstorm warning for 80-mile-an-hour winds, okay? That's for this bow and echo. We go down here, this is still at 70-mile-an-hour one. We need to see how this all sets up, but clearly we got ourselves a mini derecho that has developed. And now they just added a brand new severe thunderstorm warnings as speaking. This is just crazy. This is in the enhanced risk, and honestly, I wasn't expecting a enhanced risk, honestly, but this for 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts, so nothing really weakening. We're still holding very strong with this line. We got pretty strong. Oh wow, look at that. We got very strong storms up here. This is severe warn. We also have a severe warn storm here. A lot of thunderstorms to the northern. But this line right here is the key to everything, honestly. Okay. Let me look on my own radar. Oh, yeah. So, clearly moving very fast. Honestly, it keeps these storms going all the way into eastern Pennsylvania. So this could be a long few hours with this derecho. This is kind of developing into a derecho, but I don't want to say it just yet. This is definitely a lot different than what I was expecting, honestly. We look at storm reports because we got storm reports, and I know they just been coming in left and right. Now we're getting some in the PA area, so clearly this is where the derecho kind of begin from earlier, and we kind of been, experiencing winds up here. We got another set of wind damage there, but we are now getting reports into Pennsylvania. This is extremely bad. Okay, we go all the way. We just had a 71-mile-an-hour report in Allegheny, PA. Okay, 66 in Indiana, or Illinois, I mean. PA, a lot of trees down, wires down, trees more down, tree down. Another 70-mile-an-hour wind report in Ohio, wires and poles down throughout the area in PA. Wow, look at all these. I mean, has already performed. We have over 192 wind reports, 26 hail. So this been so far a massive wind event here tonight. This is our enhanced risk, and I think this is going to go very far into. I think this enhanced will honestly go into like here, or at least a slight. Let's look at power outages. Power outages. Let's look on the app because we can. We're looking at U.S. power outages because these just come in and guarantee you we are getting crazy amount in Ohio. There you go, Pennsylvania and already Ohio and West Virginia. Thanks to that derecho. Not a derecho, but I'm just going to call it a derecho, kind of. But we could probably see where it's the power outages. Clearly. I mean, this is the areas. I mean, this is where those damaging winds all started from here. And I mean, we got major power outages here. I mean, we're talking about over nearly 100% of counties out of power. We have over 5,000 in one county, 13,000. I mean, we are really seeing true damage, true power outages out of these storms that are impacting the Ohio and now Pennsylvania area. These storms have a pass of 70 plus mile an hour winds. Okay? These are destructive severe thunderstorm warnings that we're going to have to keep watching out for. Up, and Pennsylvania is now already at orange. So clearly power is flying out. And yep, right here, look at that. This is the true definition over here. Look at that. The Pittsburgh area all through here is just out of power. And those are probably going to keep climbing, you guys. This is definitely going to be in the reds very, very soon. And I do expect a lot more. Quickly, I want to take a look at the NAMNIS because I just want to take a look at these storms that are going to continue to roll through Pennsylvania. This is what the NAM was showing. Kind of a wind event going all the way there into, eastern Pennsylvania. More storms behind. I mean, this is a pretty nasty day of severe weather. I think we can definitely have a monster wind storm that's going on, and I think it's going to continue. A lot of CAPE actually in the atmosphere, I think a little bit more than thought. Supercell composites very there, and significant tornado primer is there, but I think this is more just a wind event, honestly. We take a look at the latest HER. Look at that. Boom. All through there. It's going to continue to go through these areas. The similar reflectivity. And then look, another round of storms going into the future right there. We're going to have another severe weather outbreak in the Northeast. So, looks like we're in severe weather prime right now. Oh, wow. Look at that. Really nasty. Wow. This is crazy that they are going now. They're putting special weather statements. Okay, they are just throwing special weather statements. But they're throwing special weather statements very far out. I mean, we're talking near Allentown. Okay. Expires in 42 minutes. Wind gust over 50. Okay. These storms are moving 70 miles an hour. That's like being on the highway, you guys. It is, wow, look at that. Just moving. It is moving and it's trucking. You guys, this is extremely bad. We even have some mini supercells developing over here near State College. Not good. This has really developed, and I'm telling you, I think these severe thunderstorm watches are going to be all posted here. Once we start making the Allentown area, wherever we're at, look at that. If you guys are in Ford City, Roller Valley, Atwood, Ellertown, South Bend, Indiana, Brush Valley, even down here. I'm busy. What? I'm doing my stuff. Nope. Alright, you guys. Oh my god. This is. Alright, so this is that lady. Wow. Whoa. So what it seems like what's going on here, we are having a even better hook. I mean, not better hook, but we're even getting stronger. And now they added another severe thunderstorm warning. This is for the special weather statement. They are spreading these in an hour ahead. And this is for 70-mile-an-hour wind gust. Okay, and quarter-size hail radar indicated. Still a considerable damaging severe thunderstorm. I'm pretty sure those are going to get upgraded even more. It's just they are posting these very far out ahead. We also have some nasty storms up here. Really becoming some bow echoes. That severe thunderstorm expires in 22 minutes for 60-mile-an-hour winds, penny-sized hail. This is in effect for southern Cadus counties. Alright, so if you guys are in any severe weather alert, please think about it, alright? Rest. Look, 50 to 55-mile-an-hour wind gusts, hail are possible. Gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecure objects. These are the storms right now. Really power throughing Pennsylvania right now. Storm reports. We are seriously continuing. We'll keep taking a look at reports here. We just got a few more storm reports. Let's just update this now again. And there it is. We are continuing to add storm reports now in western Pennsylvania for like 70-mile-an-hour winds. Even structural damage. Structural. Wow, this is so many. Armstrong tree down. That was just brand new. 1 foot in diameter. Tree branch down. Fell in driveway at Syracuse Airport was a 60. Trees down on the turnpike 43.8. Tree down on a house. Numerous trees and wires down in this area. Trees and wires. Report a structural collapse of front side of a town hall. That's in Indiana. That's crazy. But clearly, I mean, we are stacking it up with reports. And I'm expecting more and more reports, probably all the way to out here, at least, at the bare minimum. And then probably a few scatter ones to out here. Wow. We can actually see it on the satellite imagery of how these storms have been blowing up. Look at the blow up in these storms. Very strong here. The explosion here. And we're dealing with monster exploding here. This is becoming... Wow. That's very crazy in my eyes. Alright, let's go back in the radar. We just got a new severe thunderstorm warning. Up in the New York area, like I keep saying, storms continuing to fire, you guys. Where? Canada. Yep, right there. There it is. A new severe thunderstorm warning up in northern New York. Alright. This is for the Syracuse area. We're going to actually take a look at these up here now. Individual, not too strong. Probably 60 mile an hour winds. 60 mile an hour winds, size hail. These are continuing to strengthen, especially up in northern Pennsylvania. These are continuing to explode. I do expect a severe thunderstorm warning down the road. Somewhere near Elamar or in these areas right there. Pittsburgh is just absolutely wrecked as of right now. What I'm hearing is Pittsburgh is just wrecked. Absolutely got crushed in this. I don't even think there's any cameras right now that's on. Yeah, there's no cameras on in Pittsburgh right now. That's crazy. Alright, let's look at that. Wow. That bow echo just continues. Especially up near Indiana, Orion. I mean, look at that. That's a terrible bow echo. Just straight line here. Up, and we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning. I would like to talk to you guys with Alexa, stop. Alexa, shut up. We also have another severe thunderstorm warning now in these areas. Looks like these storms are starting to really fire off. These will probably bring some damaging. And this here is quickly taking off with these storms up here. Wow, look at that. You guys, we're just here chilling, alright? We're here watching these storms unfold. This is a monster severe weather outbreak, pretty much. We are just watching radar and watching the latest watches and warnings. We are continuing to add more reports of winds and tree downwards. Okay. Yeah, we're continuing to add throughout the Pittsburgh and these areas of major damage. So far it's continuing to show no signs of relief, at least what I believe. We're gonna have to watch that this doesn't, weaken a little bit and then re-strengthen either. I mean, that's a total possibility where you can have that, or this can just keep going and then strengthen and weaken little bit by little bit. But I mean, these storms are absolutely racing to central Pennsylvania. This kind of was more for the Northeast update. I'm surprised. I mean, I'm not surprised they haven't added up here, but I think down the road it's possible. Honest. Oh, radar just updated when I switched. Okay. That to me doesn't look good. We're adding more colors down in this area too. We're adding darker reds and oranges. That's not good. And honestly, the bow is more bowy. I mean, this is a massive wall of wind at bare minimum. Yeah. Oh, wow. We're continuing to watch. I think once we get through these areas here in the next 10 to 15 minutes, we're going to probably get a severe thunderstorm warning out near State College for this, honestly. I do believe. No new. Oh wait, no, no. I mean, they kind of. No, they did update. I think the severe thunderstorm warning. I don't know. No, 70-mile-an-hour winds. I don't believe so. All right, but let's keep looking at here. Look at that. Let's update that. Let's get into here. Wow. Look at the thunderstorm explosions. I mean, in this too is, especially up here right now. That's combining. Yeah, very high clouds. Storm reports. Storm prediction center. We're definitely gonna have to update that. We are now, and we only added a few. 231. This is definitely above 100K now in Ohio. I am very positive. Oh, AMP. Okay, yeah, 103 and 100. Wow, in Pennsylvania. These are flying in Pennsylvania. Look at these areas. So far in these areas, this is... The Ohio area just continues. Wow. Up, and we added a few more. We went from 231 to 238. We're definitely hitting 300. All UK, but trees down, trees and power lines, no injury report. Oh, already seen these. Look at the storms. Alright, so... Wow. Alright, they just added a new severe thunderstorm warning for the Milford area and the Italy areas. These would expire in 35 minutes. This is for 65-mile-an-hour wind gust. So instead of 70, we have... Let's wait. Yeah. So look, wow. Look at that, you guys. I mean, this is... look at that. Some more thunderstorms over here near the State College area. Some of those, but I'm very interested. I don't know if this is going to kind of collide with this and make a new bow echo for here. I don't know. To me, probably not. I can't really tell. Especially storms up here. Still a massive bow echo either way. I mean, either way. We're kind of just watching this severe thunderstorm warning. This massive line of wind take on the world at this point. Alright, we're getting some more now, more in New York and stuff of storm reports. We're at 241. Look at that. They haven't posted anything for the state college or anything like that because they don't know how these storms are going to behave. But they just added massive special weather statements. So for 50 to 55. Alright, so we do have a little discussion here, alright, on this. They're talking about wind gusts up to 50 to 55 and P to dime size hail are probable should the line weaken slightly. If the line of storms maintain its strength, damaging wind gusts will be 60 to 70 would likely be caused large bowing line in the large bowing line. So they are just localing that because they don't know what's going to happen down here with the severe thunderstorm warning. I think that's very understandable, especially for the State College region. So if you guys are in State College, Allentown, we do have a live cam that we can use in Allentown. But we do have a bit of time, probably about 10-15 minutes before it makes to Allentown. These storms are still moving at 60 to 70 miles an hour, okay? Let's just double confirm now on the severe thunderstorm warning, and that is 70. moving northeast at 65. So about 70. That's moving. We still got damage reports coming out of this. Alright, you guys. I'm gonna quickly go for now. I'm gonna try and keep the stream up, okay? I think what I'm gonna do is do something like this. And then we're gonna split this in half here. Let's see how we can play this. We're gonna try this out because we won't know into that, so. We'll play like this for now. I'm gonna quickly go. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. I thought it was gonna take longer, but... Oh, okay. Okay. I'm glad I'm back, because it seems like the storms have strengthened on the latest the scan here. That's pretty urgent, actually. Looks to me some strengthening in the line. That will depend fate for State College. If you guys are in State College, please take this as 70-mile-an-hour winds are coming right for you, okay? I don't care if they're saying, oh, it could weaken, because it's going to come to a point where, to me, in the latest frame, it doesn't look like it has weakened. And honestly, it might have strengthened a bit. And 244 reports, that's the same, okay. Yeah, to me, it looks like things might be, progressing just a bit in some spots of the line. But that's very important still, because more strengthening means for State College and areas around there is definitely in the zone here. State College, you are in that severe thunderstorm warning. They're probably going to start going crazy on some of these warnings here. We're about to get probably a big amount of warnings to discuss in the next little bit. We are once again watching these areas. Let's keep watching the frames, because every little, we start getting some blacks in there again. Yeah, we're going to easily go back to the 80-mile-an-hour winds. I think we have now made it down to 70. So maybe some weakening. But we still got lightning all the way back in here. So to me, this seems like a derecho. Or some sort of little derecho. Very interesting, actually, going up here. This is going to be very interesting. If you guys are in these regions, like Brockway, Sandy, and yeah, they actually, just speaking on that, they just updated a severe thunderstorm warning in the Brooklyn area. Update it for 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So it has went up from a 60 to a 70. I understand why they did that. Because we got, I think what's going on, what I figured is some of these two pieces are going to combine, and this is honestly going to strengthen the line for a bit. I think this is about to give it some power, some juice, especially going into deeper down here in central Pennsylvania. I think that's why, if you guys were just circled in the area, please think about preparing and get in your safe place. Going further up, some continuous special weather statements, severe thunderstorm warnings, considerable severe thunderstorm warnings for 60, 70, but we also very focused on the destructive line that has just developed and pretty much taken out hundreds of miles of areas, okay? We do have a live cam in Allentown, so why not, let's pull this up here. We're going to do this on the fly, alright, with the live stream. We're going to get the Allentown, because I'm going to like to see how the Allentown looks. We're definitely going to get some reports out of there. Wow. I'll continue to look at these storms. Looks to me they're just kind of holding. Alright, so we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning. Let's just take a look. This is for the State College area. Expires in 1 hour. They're only going 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Alright. They're going for 60. We're going to have to wait and see. They're going to actually go weaker over here. They took the call that this should weaken. So, we do have the Allentown live cam. We're going to have that all, set up. We got the reports right here. 244 for now. Storms right here just continues to stay strength-wise. I wonder why they did that. Probably velocities. Not really. It still shows destructive winds on my end that's going through. Yeah, this is already almost an Allentown. We are already almost in Allentown. We're probably 5 to 10 minutes away from being in Allentown. That's how quick these storms are moving. Just updated. Looking like Allentown's going to get a heart of this. Down here looks like we have weakened just a bit. Let me go into this one. Maybe not. Yeah, a little bit down there. Oh. Wait. So they just actually put a mesoscale update. Is damaging winds are expected ahead of the squall line this evening. And MCS is in progress in the upper Ohio Valley earlier this evening, leading to edge of this complex surging east in excess of 35 knots. That's about 65. Damaging winds have been noted along the leading squall line. Latest diagnostic data suggests a narrow corridor of higher instability extends across eastern Ohio into the Montana Panhandle, and 0 to 3 km leaps are fairly steep. This MCS is a mesoscale couple should continue east, and current watch may need to be extended this afternoon beyond the I-91. That's the latest. So they're talking about the next few hours. We got a line. We got a destructive line where we might have to extend this. So Harrisburg, I'm not saying you need to worry right now, but maybe tonight some 50-mile-an-hour winds. I'll give you that for now. I think it was smart to extend it, the severe thunderstorm warning. I just think I would have kept it at 70. But we're about to have some absolute savage footage go on here. Let's get out of here. We are flying through here. This is annoying. Alright, so we have that pause. Let's say, I mean, we're probably almost near 200K in PA, or at least 180. Maybe a little less. We're hoping a little less. That means Ohio went actually down a little bit. Wow. We're at 282,000 now. That's insane. Wow, back here, so. $212 just right there. That's a big county. I never realized there was a big county like that. Wow, okay, so we're adding to 266. We're getting some back in here again, but We got some in New York. 77 in an international airport. That is very significant. Almost 80. New York. Trees down. Multiple trees down. Several power lines down. Tree down. Potentially hit a house as it fell. Wires also down. Okay. Widespread damage caused to... Okay. Alright. So you see it on the reports. Looks like craziness has continued. Allentown, we are very close to your doom. I wouldn't say doom, but your show time. And I'm definitely going to get the Allentown camera up because this is about to be pretty interesting here. If we lose power in the Allentown camera, then yeah, we definitely still got an MCL. It's still an MCL, but very, very strong. Wow. Allentown's right there. We are moments away from Allentown being hammered. That's crazy that we were just talking about Allentown being like an hour. Ended up being like 20 minutes instead, so clearly shows you how fast storms can move. Wow, Allentown is pretty much in the heart of the Bowen segment. Looks to me the line got a little stronger. We shall see. Yeah, damn. Wow, this is just... Alright, you guys, that's the Allentown area. Looks like we have gotten a little stronger on some parts of the MCL. We are now adding some blacks. And never mind, it kind of went away. This part's looking nasty still. I'm not going to show too much of the camera because I do not want it to be copyrighted. Oh, okay, so... Look at that. Just a little bit, you guys. Nothing too... Okay, wow. We're getting some now, storms out ahead of this. I don't know why they're so zoomed in. Oh wow. Definitely wind gusts up to 50. Yeah, we're getting some supercells out of that. Whoa! Okay. Look at that. Some wind-driven rain right there. I'm not trying to show too much, but there it is. That is the storm in Allentown, Pennsylvania. To me, nothing too bad, actually. Probably like a casual, actually 60 mile an hour wind ratio. We continue to add on to the... We had an 80 mile an hour wind gust in Pennsylvania, 66, 77 on north. And we had measure added, wow, airport, 79, so 80 mile an hour report out of this squall line. One confirmed tornado in Oklahoma. So... Alright, so the camera just went out. The only thing I can assume is power's out. It's in the mountain regions. It's probably on the side that storms. We are currently out of power. So we're going to actually do this again. I need to go for a little bit. But we should see. Adios. Stay tuned. Alright, you guys, I am very, sorry about everything. Okay. Let's get an update. Let's see where we're at with everything. Let's just take a breather. It slammed through Allentown. Alright. We know about that for sure. We are very close, but it looks like it kind of hold its ground. We're through Allentown now. They added another severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So they're kind of... This still has a severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-an-hour wind gust. So we're gonna quickly get back here. I want to hear my guy Ryan Hall and see what he's seeing. We're seeing some thunderstorms out ahead of here, but so far the severe department of this has kind of... No, it's still very... Okay. We're still getting reports. We're still dealing with strong storms. This is for State College. State College, you are next for 60-mile-an-hour winds or so. We're gonna start losing a bit of radar, but once we get to the other side, it will be a little bit easier to see. So we're gonna have to give this a little bit to get through the radar hole, and then we'll see where we're at. I think as we are gonna be in a radar loop, let's just take a look at everything. So, more lightning there. I do expect the colors to get bad because... wow. Wow. Okay. Wow. Pennsylvania is way more out than I thought. We are 425,000 without power. We are almost in central Pennsylvania without power. We went through all these counties. They're out of power. Oh, wow. Wow, that's the derecho so far. We kind of just here. So clearly we still got damaging winds. I don't know currently right now, But at least up to the Allentown area, powers were out. So we are definitely going to be getting more reports. Looks like more reports continue to come in. Look at that, another severe weather outbreak down the line. Let's take a look here. Alright, let's quickly get this in the charger here. We're in a little break right now as we are in a radar loop. So Let's take a look. We are continuing to watch the line progress. We're getting more convection out ahead of this line. So that means more of that straight line wind stuff. But we are definitely blowing up with some more convection on the northern side here. Especially into here. So we're just going to have to wait and see how these storms continue to blossom. But we are getting closer to sunset. So we're going to have to just see how the convection and everything goes. Power outages. Continue. We're going to actually go outwards. I want to look at storm reports. Okay. I think they updated. And I think we continue to add a few more storm reports now into the Allentown area. We're very close. Look at that. Derecho type. 305. We're in wind reports. So we're still getting some wind. A lot from PA, New York. Report of trees down, tree down, wire down, trees, wires, tree wires, tree wires. Multiple trees and wires down in PA. Yes, still getting reports currently out of the area. We take a look at the current hurt and just see where we go from here tonight. Look at that. These storms can actually make it all the way here. This is why I believe we have a possibility and even more storms back here. Damn. Looks like this event's going to be going on for a little bit. At least maybe some over here. We're going to have to wait and see. That's why I'm not completely letting my guard down yet on anything here. We'll get an update on this soon in the 18Z. Shoot. I didn't even mean to do that. I exit out of it. Still streaming. Look at all this slight risk. Actually, the slight and a moderate enhanced risk actually paid off pretty well. Okay. Whoa. I thought I saw a tornado warning. Nope. We're almost out of the mesoscale discussion here. Alright, so to me what it looks like is we're now starting to get out of the radar loop, but we still got a nice bow echo. We still got a very strong announced bow echo across these areas. What I can see, it looks like, especially on the southern side, we got a nice bow echo. And northern, and all the way back in here, we still got straight line winds and destructive storms here. And these storms are still doing whatever it wants. We're getting some spotty showers and thunderstorms out ahead of it. To me, it looks like the line is still very strong. If we take a look at the velocity, we can also look on the velocity of how much wind is getting. And alright, definitely some weaker winds. Or, no, I'm losing that radar view. We're gonna have to. I wish we had one in Allentown, a radar view, but I guess we don't. It's very hard to look at, but we still do have 60 plus mile an hour winds. Alright. This line is still very strong, actually, because you are starting to see some black and whites just out the State College, and this is continuing to move. We're still in the radar view, but to me, a lot of lightning and a lot of probably strong damaging winds still going on, even in the southern side, kind of picking up power, and northern side. So it looks like the line still heading like that. And remember, I'm in this region, alright? So we should see, but the Hermile makes it all the way through there. That would be very impressive, especially if it can hold this power with giving reports all across Pennsylvania. That would be a complete, overdone, severe weather outbreak. Just giving you the heads up. But let's keep taking a look at this. We're probably going to get new severe thunderstorm warning. And we just did. For 70 mile an hour wind gusts. So we have strengthened, you guys. We are now back to 70 mile an hour wind gusts. This is major. We are dealing with a new severe thunderstorm warning. Expires in 17 minutes. This is for the State College area. 70 miles an hour wind gust. So it seems like it weakened a little bit, but we are now back to 70 potential mile an hour wind gusts. So very intense. $70 mile an hour wind gusts. Considerable tree damage. We're gonna have to keep looking on these storms here. We are getting a pretty... I mean, this is going across PA pretty quickly, too. Alright, you guys. I'm very sorry. Alright, let's get an update here. Let's update this beauty. Let's see if we're still holding with the strength. We even had a little black in the mix of things, so if we keep seeing more, then we're in trouble. And oh my, no, that's all right. Wow, so still holding pretty strong on this, honestly. Southern side too, it looks like it's strengthened just a bit. Look at that. That is extremely strong. Alright. Looks to me, latest frame, a little bit less stronger on this part of the storm. Still, blacks. And wait. $70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Especially in that part. Whoa. This part, too, I'm surprised that's not severed. Oh, nope, it is severed. For 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. That can definitely get stronger. Down here. Whoa. And we are now back with wider spread reds, more blacks, and we even have a white pixel there, so Look at that. Severe thunderstorm warning expires in 8 minutes. 60-mile-an-hour winds. Down there, Castleville. Still right here, I think is going to be very bad. We got a nasty... I mean, this is a nasty... I mean, if this can solid up again more... I mean, this will be once again still an MCL. Just racing here. I mean, we are starting to see the Allentown regions. Just in this view. I mean, this is moving extremely fast. We're dealing with 70-mile-an-hour wind gust according to radar. And actually, let's just see if we can get a velocity checkup on here. Yeah, we're still... Wow, we're definitely seeing some velocities going up there. Just went up even more up there. Wow. Let's bring this over. Alright, let's get... Okay, so what I'm seeing from my view, we are extending the line. It's holding its strength. By my... See, one thing I'm noticing, we got a little stronger cell now down here. My question is, are we going to see this area strengthen up too? Because then we're going to have to start adding into Harrisburg and these areas. But look at that. I mean, this is really kicking. let's go into more here. We're gonna. Oh, I think the Storm Prediction Center updated too. Nope, I thought they did. Let's update this. Let's get a nice. I don't. 400. We're almost at 500,000 outages. Looks like these continue. We're adding now more down here. We're still seeing, I mean, we're seeing at least now up to here with storms. About right. We shall see. $308. These should continue to come in. Newest 22Z. Let's take a look at precipitation. Look at that. That line continues to make it. We should see maybe some more storms back there. I don't know how true that is. Let's get this updated. Look at that. We're actually strengthening here once again. This is it. Look, on the latest here, we're actually seeing the bow echo feature develop now on the southern side too. So once again, we're getting an explosion in the cloud tops, you guys, back into the oranges and reds. That's over 20,000 feet up in the air. And seeing this right here of the development of more reds and blacks tells me we're seeing the storm strengthen. Okay, we're seeing a strengthen and widen, and that could be a redevelopment of the 80-mile-an-hour derecho. We could definitely be seeing more power outages if this derecho continues to develop, you guys. I mean, it's, I wouldn't say derecho, but the MCL. Sorry for calling it a lot, but that's the latest scan, and I mean, it's... Oh yeah, down here, like I said, and now every frame we're getting better and better confidence that this is going to keep developing. No, it expired. They're probably going to be issuing more warnings in just a matter of minutes here. That, I can't stand the National Weather Service. Up, alright. We do have an extension. Okay, this is pretty major. They extended on all quadrants, and looks like the line is continuing to strengthen. We are at 60-mile-an-hour wind gust on the southern one. The central, we're still at 60. And then I think up here is 62. So we went from 70, now we're back to 60. I would still consider it as 70, definitely with the bow echo this, but this is definitely 60 or so miles an hour winds, and we're continuing to see more development of this bow echo. We're seeing a perfect bow echo signature continue. We're probably going to get a severe thunderstorm warning down here in the Harrisburg area in the next 10 to 15 minutes, depending on each frame. To me, it looks like it is very likely. We are really starting to now see scatter whites in the radar. Definitely some big-time lightning, strong winds, and heavy rain. This is very urgent. They never put a new severe thunderstorm watch, and our wow. We're gonna leave this here. We're gonna do the same thing. Let's get an update on this. We're continuing watching the radar. That is definitely throwing some 494. Oh, no, I thought it updated. That's looking nasty right there. Okay. Let's get a little bit. Storms continue to develop down here on the same portion. Definitely some blacks. Honestly, it's really congealing together right now. It's holding its strength very well. Alright, let me go. Let me get this phone charged a little bit. We'll get back in here.